Well, Scott, guess what?
What?
It's happened. It's happened. We have brought Great Lakes beer to Tennessee.
It's true, people. And the episode you're about to hear, which follows this, is all true. It's 100% true.
It is
happened.
100% factual.
We met with the co-CEO of Great Lakes a few days ago.
We did, and you know what? At the time that we're recording this, we have kept it a secret from everybody.
It's been hard to do.
Only you and me and the people from Great Lakes know.
That's right.
That
And their distributor, yes.
Not only did we do a petition drive to bring Great Lakes to Tennessee.
Start an Instagram account also.
Yes.
Yeah. I think those two things got it over the top, don't you?
It has actually happened.
Good. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that. It's not just us, of course,
Right.
because, you know, we have to actually thank Great Lakes. They were working it for a long time. They also know, as you're going to hear on the episode, that our enthusiasm, our passion, when wanting to bring this fabulous beer. That's fine with them.
We want to thank Chris and Josh for joining us. We want to thank Great Lakes for including us. Didn't have to do that.
Yes.
This episode is dropping on the 26th of February. That's when you're listening to this, most likely. The beer in Tennessee is dropping on March 2nd. So we just want to let you know this was a couple days early before the beer actually drops in Tennessee. But 5 days later, from the episode, the beer will be available. We don't know about all the retailers and exactly what's going to be there yet, but look for it. Look for posts. Look for posts from us. There's more information to come.
There is a lot more information to come. You know, let's stand by for further updates.
We did that recording at 51st North Tap Room.
Yes, sir.
Special thanks to those guys for hosting us, treating us well. Joe, Tara, Lily, thank you. Great Lakes, thanks for including us on this. Michael Williams, special shout out.
Michael Williams, special shout out.
Enjoy the episode. Again, it's all real. It's all true.
But it is all true. We are ecstatic. We're excited. And we're glad that Great Lakes is coming to Tennessee.
We've only got a few days, maybe less than 2 weeks before the episode releases. I'm telling you, Steve and I are sitting here right now, and I want to scream it. I want to scream it out. I want to stand outside and yell it out. I want to tell all our friends, but we're patient, and it's going to come out in due time.
Yep.
And everybody will know.
Cheers.
Cheers. Enjoy the episode. Give us your comments. Oh, and go buy Great Lakes beer in Tennessee.
That means you.
That's you. Show Great Lakes that we deserve it. Cheers.
Stand by for the Brewery Underground podcast.
In Nashville's harbor wise, cracked and bruised when we've disguised. Stephen Scott, they lead the way. Brewery Underground, night and day. Raise your glass, let's ignite. In this city, we unite. Raise your glass, let's ignite. In this city.
Hey, well, here we are, Brewery Underground podcast. We have taken the show on the road for a very great episode. Scott Turan, can you tell us where we are?
We're 51st North Tap Room in West Nashville, and we're here for a pretty good reason. Can you tell us why?
Yeah, so the gentleman right next to me right here, introduce yourself, sir.
It's Chris Brown. I'm the co-CEO of Great Lakes.
And you are?
Josh Sazy. I'm a regional sales manager from Great Lakes.
Did
Wow.
you say Great Lakes Brewing Company from Cleveland, Ohio?
That is correct.
Well, and you guys are in Nashville?
Yes, sir.
You're in Tennessee.
We're in Tennessee. I think you guys might have some knowledge of how this came to be.
A little bit. Tell us why you guys are in Tennessee right now, please. You have an announcement to make.
So we are officially bringing the beer and launching in Tennessee on March 2nd. So we will we're bringing ourselves and kind of finishing our southern footprint.
So it's actually happening.
It is happening. And so
Great Lakes beer is coming to Tennessee.
That is correct.
We did it. Did we do it?
when it was brought to my attention that there was that much passion about it, And like I said before, as I also happen to have a sophomore as a volunteer and stuff too. I'm like,
We'll take the assist.
yeah, that's absolutely. And stuff. I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. But truthfully, yes, it's been in the cards for a long time. It just made sense at this timing, and knowing we had fans and knowing how many people from either Ohio or just great fans of really great quality craft beer, we knew it was time for us to be here.
When you guys first heard about a petition drive, there's these podcast guys out of Nashville.
Weirdos.
They're doing this petition drive. They're getting signatures. They're posting videos. Bring Great Lakes to Tennessee to Nashville.
Yeah, there's an
where we are.
Instagram account that says literally that.
What was the first reaction?
Josh is like, I never even heard of it before.
No, I had heard of it. And our marketing department's pretty good about keeping us up on, where there are fans and people interested in bringing our product. But to be fair, like, I didn't know if it was going to be a possibility. And then when the two things lined up, it was, kind of kismet.
And we also have to thank Michael Williams, because we've had him on our podcast episodes many, many times.
Yep.
And we got to meet him. We went to Great Lakes.
Right. Trust me, we all saw that. It was a really great interview, and you tell the passion that was behind it.
Yeah.
So we were enthralled with the idea.
We do a Cincinnati trip annually, and then this year we literally expanded it to go to Cleveland, to go to Great Lakes. We did some other things, but the primary thing was to get to your brewery.
That's great.
And to meet Michael and to see the place with the history. I mean, just talking about it in the podcast that we did with him, just got your blood going. You know what I mean? To give you goosebumps.
And Mike's just as enthusiastic about beer as you guys are. So it makes for good conversation, right?
Yeah, it's awesome.
And by the way, are we drinking the very first Great Lakes beer in Tennessee?
I would say that yes, it might,
slightly bootleg.
I was going to say it might be a little bit of contraband, but yes, it's here. Yeah.
So it technically might be
it was purchased somewhere. Like, right.
Like we brought some down. Like, this is the official stuff. This is like
Correct.
Officially Great Lakes has brought this into Tennessee.
That is correct.
Oh my God. So I've got a little Elliot Ness. Cheers. Thank you guys for this.
Cheers. Absolutely.
Yep. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to you
Congrats.
guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you for including us in this thing. You guys didn't have to do it. You guys were down here for your meetings anyway. You just got out of a meeting with your distributor. Thank you for letting us be a part of this.
Absolutely.
I know it kind of we probably put it over the hump, getting it here, but
hey, look, you guys, craft beer or beer in itself, it's still a relationship business, right? So I mean, anybody who, like, you guys have been the Pied Pipers for us, like the way that Mike Williams has been the Pied Piper for our brewery up there in Sazy. So we're always going to support that. People that are passionate, the one thing that we can always say about beer is it creates passion in people. And, and that's exactly the type of things that we want to be involved with.
Yeah, it's really fun. And we have seen, like, even on your website, the states that you've expanded to. The last count I saw was about 20 states.
Yeah, I think we're at, including Florida, now Tennessee. I think this makes 21. Yeah.
Yeah, 21. So
right.
Tennessee, you were converging. In fact, just today, we have friends that like to tease us, right? We have friends in Cleveland, we have friends in Louisville, places that they can get Great Lakes beer, and they like to tease us, and they like to send us text messages and say,
"Oh, we got one today." Yeah.
Oh, we got one today.
Oh, we're in Florida. Look what
do you now say to our friends?
I mean, I wish we could take it to 50 states, but that's just not how we're set up.
Yeah.
And I think it's got to be strategic in where we go, but it's great to have fans in all those places that are kind of sharing those little ribs between each other. It's good.
We hope you get to 50 also, but we're glad you're here. First priority, number one.
Yeah, I think 50 and the modern thing, it's not, we're just going to be the strong regional brand that we are. I would also say that having lived in Ohio now 5 years, people like to get out of the cold and eventually move this way. And so between Tennessee, eventually Georgia and Florida, turns out there's a lot of people that like our beer down there and stuff too. So it makes a lot of sense for us.
You guys, and we put some teasers out on not teasers, but we kind of teased you guys when you got to Puerto Rico, and then you got into Florida, and I think I just put like an emoji up. It was like,
you guys knew about Puerto Rico. That's all Josh and a relationship of his.
Skipped right over us, but I go, it's coming. We were just patient. We were like, yeah, we knew it was coming.
Well, I mean, sometimes it might just be that, like, we want to visit different places. Josh, he's gonna have to go visit Puerto Rico at some point. So it's one of the tough parts of the
Did
job.
he just happen to be the territory manager for that area?
And it fell into my lap. An old relationship, like he was talking
Right.
about, a relationship business,
Yeah.
relationship from year past with one of our Michigan reps. There was a good connection there. He had moved down to Puerto Rico and was working closely with a distributor down there, and wanted to bring American craft beer down to Puerto Rico. So we talked, and it worked out great so far. It's
I
great.
realize it's still developing, as you guys said earlier, but so Nashville in Tennessee is the first stop for Great Lakes, and then do you plan to expand across the state? Is that the plan?
So I believe we're going full state, correct?
Yeah, I think that's the intent. I think
Right.
to start small at the beginning and build up the base and work with some of the best accounts in the best markets, and then go from there and see.
Yeah.
kinda
How
where
does that work?
takes
With this,
us.
like you get it to Littman probably a little bit ahead of time, right? Make sure they're stocked.
Sure.
And then the date rolls out the 2nd of March, and then they just, or even before that, it hits the stores kind of thing. Stores, restaurants.
They're gonna,
rooms.
yeah, it's gonna be a couple packages, a couple draft. The farther you get away from home, it's like I always say, in Ohio, it's a big pat of butter, and the more that you spread it this way, the thinner it gets, right? So when we come to a state like Tennessee, we don't need to come with everything that we have in Ohio. It's like, let's come with our biggest guns, let people
Right.
decide what it is that they want. And then we've been around for 38 years, and
Yep.
we plan to be around for 38 more. So we've got time, but we can come with a little draft. We can come with some package for our independent, and then we'll work our way into grocery. We'll work our way into thing, but it's a slow building process rather than just coming in, and trying to shoot it everywhere. Like people call that like the spaghetti theory. We're not going to go throw it against the wall and see what sticks. We're going to start small and build up from there.
Yeah.
Strategically and geographically too. If you look at a map, like where you guys are, you're kind of surrounding, kind of like you talked about. You headed Georgia and Florida. Tennessee's kind of surrounded a little bit too. So
Yeah.
I mean, for
We're
us,
in
it makes
Kentucky.
sense.
We're in yes,
right.
yeah.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, why
Yeah.
aren't you here?
I know. We're going to North Carolina, but we're literally going past Tennessee to go to North Carolina and stuff.
Yeah, if you're driving through it, sometimes it's better to just drop beer there.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
We I had said this a while back, on the podcast years ago when I started getting into craft beer, and I would go up to Ohio, Cincinnati, where I'm from, visiting family, and I would stop in the package stores up there and other places, and I was like, what can I get that I haven't had in Great Lakes? I'm pretty sure it was either Commodore Perry or Elliott Ness was the very first Great Lakes that I ever had. So it comes full circle tonight.
Yeah, look
as
at
you
that.
guys are coming back to Tennessee.
Will we get the Conway stuff in this kind of first release? And I know because St. Patrick's Day is kind of coming up and all that. You know,
Probably not this time around. I
Okay.
would say. I wish, but that deadline, we start to ship Conway's Irish Ale back in December. So our orders for that are even further ahead.
Okay.
Just for
Yeah.
production purposes and planning.
That's all right. We'll
Yeah, I
take what
think
we
we're
get.
gonna miss that first one, but I would expect some seasonals to come through here soon.
Okay. You look at a new state. First of all, you have to make enough beer to add, right, to go to a new state.
Yeah.
And not, and still, supply your other states too. When you add a Tennessee, are you ramping up production for that? Or are you like, hey, we already have enough, we make enough volume? How does that work?
Yeah, I mean, it's a combination of two. I mean, look, if anybody follows craft beer, or anybody really the entire alcohol category, it's been a struggle for most for the last couple of years, right? So, I don't think that there's very many of us that are going the right way. Now we're still doing the right things and making the right beer with the greatest quality, but the fact of the matter is that there's a lot more choices. There's all these new THC products. There's, cannabis wherever you want to go. As I always say, disposable income is disposable income. There's sports betting now, which is disposable income. People are just spending overall less on that. So, with the year that like last year that we had, it wasn't what we would say would be a banner year. But we still have the same brewery and we still have the same opportunities. So truthfully, with people buying a little less in certain other places, it allows us to go places we couldn't before.
Okay.
I was thinking about that, just a couple of days ago when we got the email from Michael. It's happening. And I'm like, oh my gosh. And then I think, well, yeah, you just said that, where there's a lot of breweries out there that aren't expanding and they're scaling back. You guys aren't. And that's such a testament to the brand and the loyalty of how many years you all have been around, and the people like us that really want it.
No, it's fair. I mean, look, when Pat and Dan first put this brewery together at the Conways in '88, so started working on it '86. We were the first craft brewery in Ohio. And I've gone back and looked. We were one of the first 100 breweries in the country. I think standing today, we're somewhere in the 11,000s, right? So things have changed quite a bit, but it doesn't matter if it's brewery, if it's financial, what if like when you expand to that much, there's usually an over expansion. And I think what we're seeing now is with the pressures on breweries and with the the change in some consumer behaviors, that's coming back to it's coming. It's we've lost Rogue this year, we've lost 21st Amendment.
Yeah.
There's been this Anchor Steam. There's been some very very powerful and long-standing brands that have gone away. And I know working with both the brothers the way that I do, they want Great Lakes to live on well past their lifetimes. And I think all of us are trying to figure out how to do that in a very changing environment and a very changing consumer.
You guys have such a recognizable brand, and I think anybody, even if you live in Tennessee and you're from somewhere else, knows about Great Lakes. The Christmas sale coming out. People, I used to go to Kentucky for my job, and like, hey, when you get to Bowling Green, can you stop at I forget what the liquor store was, Liquor World,
yeah,
Liquor
yeah,
Barn or something,
yeah.
and get a case of like Christmas sale, like years and years ago. Like, you guys are well known, even in states you're not in.
Yeah.
And that's pretty remarkable.
Well, Christmas sales are pretty special. Josh can tell you a lot more stories than I can because I've only been with the company for 5 years. But look, Christmas ale is the third best selling seasonal in that time frame in the entire country, and we're only in 20 states. The other two, 1 and 2, are in all 50 states, right? So it is a beer that has a lot of stories to it. It's it sets really the style of what people think of as that unique winter warmer, and it kind of holds a place in people's hearts and stuff too. There's something about that beer that really people that don't even drink beer look forward to Christmas sales. See, I can see it all the time, and it also sneaks up on people, so you also get Christmas confessionals as well, but that's it.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, that's part of what we were doing tonight, was to do a happy hour with some of these distributor guys that are kind of front and center to the brand that don't know a ton about it, right? They're educating themselves on the brand so they can share those stories with the retailers around here and across the state. And we've had to explain that just tonight.
Right.
What a beast Christmas ale is, and when it's roughly a third of your volume in 8 weeks time, it's a lot of work in a short amount of time. And like Chris said, that doesn't happen without a lot of fans like all over the place, right?
Yeah.
So to share some of those stories with these guys who'd never heard it was a lot of fun.
Look, great example, guys. We just went into Florida this year because there was an opportunity to do more with Christmas ale, right? No, like soft launch, Total Wines, some of the ABC stores down there. We worked with a Cavalier Distributing. They ordered a okay amount, and subdued. It was gone in 3 days. Literally, it was gone in 3 days in the entire state of Florida. We literally had to send another truck within another couple of weeks because there was between marketing and the amount of people that were DMing or emailing that I can't find it. It's supposed to be here. That type of stuff. We'd never been down there before, and so too, and the consumer angst to be able to find this very very special beer, it showed us an opportunity.
Curious, by the way, have you ever heard of anyone doing a petition drive anywhere for anything for beer to try to get your brand or anybody's brand into a different market? Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I have, actually.
No, I haven't either.
So you may be the first.
So if would you indulge us? There it is. If I put this before you, would you guys both sign the petition?
Yes, I would love to. So too, like we can make it
Absolutely.
official.
Literally
We can be the official last ones
If
that
you
need to
guys
sign
don't
it for
think
you.
Start.
You got it.
I think it's just your name, email address, and then we'll make this official. We'll hit the button.
Yeah, I mean, truthfully, after this, you won't need it anymore.
I know we won't need that, and then our Great Lakes account, which I'll be
Right.
happy to close after that because
I do have to
Because it's
say, when
here.
we started the petition drive, I remember we were talking about it. I was like, you know what? let's do it. Let's see if it works. It's a fun thing. It's a great talking point on the podcast. See,
Yeah.
what will actually happen. So, as you guys are here. I mean, for this to actually occur is really big deal for us, and it's a great big deal for you guys too.
Oh, absolutely. We're excited to be here. And look, I mean, we found the right partners. We're really excited to be Lippin Brothers. It was, you know, they're, for us, this business is, like I said before, it's about relationships, right? And there are easy ways to do things in the distribution business, and there's sometimes the hard ways. But I came and met with them almost a year ago now, and it was just more of an initial. Come over the tool. I'm not going to get sold anything after this.
No,
right?
no.
Okay. All right.
You're gonna get a bunch of emails after
but
this.
but to come and sit down and taste their management on beer, and then find out that the gentleman who runs their beer division literally used to work at Great Lakes. I had no idea. And it was like, well, wait a minute, there's Kismet. And then one of their on-premise managers used to live in Michigan and knew our brands and worked with one of our. We had all these connections that were happening, and then all sitting around tasting beers and having a great conversation that day. It's like any other relationship, that there's a fit, right? And so Lipwin was that fit for us.
Yeah. Yeah, Pat walked over to me earlier and he introduced himself and asked me if I needed. He gave me the Dortmunder, and I go, I don't know, I don't know if you knew our history about the petition. He goes, oh yeah, they told us about that. It was pretty
Yeah,
great.
he's all for it.
Yeah, no,
There's nothing but help him. So it
When-
works out great.
Steve was talking about friends that we have in other states where they could get it and kind of brag it and make fun of us. We've had as many people that reach out within Tennessee when we post something on that account or whatever. Like hell yeah, or they'll go to Ohio or they'll bring something back and drink Great Lakes, and will tag us in it to make sure that we knew that they were on board as well. So we've had just as many of those people as well.
In fact, you were talking about Christmas ale. When I was in Cincinnati early December, I'd had Christmas ale in can for many years, but I hadn't had it on tap. And I walked into a place and they had it on tap, and I'm like, yes, sign me up today, and it was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
A lot of fun.
Will we get Vivacious here in any form?
Not likely right away.
Okay. All right.
Like you said, kind of have to start small,
Sure.
see what works, go with the mainstays, the things that we've been known for almost 30 plus years, right? Like some of those brands have been around since inception. So I'd rather start with those first and the big hitter seasonals and then go from there.
The Juicy Vivacious
There
is
you go.
one
It's official.
I've actually
It's official,
rated.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, official. All right. All right. The Juicy Vivacious
guys.
is one
Thank you very
that
much.
I've actually rated a 5 on Untapped. And
Nice.
Yeah, perfect.
Love to
Perfect.
hear that.
Perfect. So yeah. I had the blood orange last year at a Reds game.
Oh,
You
did
know,
you?
yeah, we
At a
had ju-
Reds game.
Yeah, we were talking to Michael,
Yeah.
and we had done a podcast interview with him, and he was talking about that one. And then he
was
and
it the
I,
Midwest Hazy?
yeah, Midwest.
I think it was Midwest.
Yeah,
Hazy.
Midwest Hazy.
Yeah, I'm sorry,
So-
Midwest
so-
Hazy.
Because
I'm
the Blood Orange we only came out, it was only for like the Halloween time frame.
Okay,
So-
yeah,
so-
I'm sorry, Blood Orange, Midwest Hazy.
I was gonna say, I don't think the Reds were in the playoffs last time I checked. So
no, Midwest
We have the Midwest
Hazy.
Hazy here tonight.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, had that one. Walked up and I saw it, and I'm like, yes.
Well, the
check it
good
out
news
for
is that Midwest Hazy, that is one of the ones that we are bringing to Tennessee. And like as Josh said before, it might have something to do with the fact that it's an orange can. I don't know, but
Yeah.
it doesn't hurt.
Awesome.
Will there be a Brewery Underground podcast special edition? Maybe a seasonal, maybe something of beer that comes out anywhere along the way.
But you guys want you want to stand up? Exactly. And so the good news is that marketing does report to me, but at the same time they get to overrule me quite often. So
Maybe call it the petition
TBD.
collab.
Yeah, too bad. It's okay.
yeah,
We cross that bridge.
maybe a stand up, but we're trying to sell beer here,
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, yeah.
Okay,
All
okay.
right, that's fair. What we have to do though, now it's our turn. You guys are giving us the ball. We have to do something with it in Tennessee. So anybody listening, we've asked for it. We need to go out and buy it.
Yep.
Or whatever's here. We need to show numbers. We need to show sales, and that we deserve it, right?
Yeah.
Across the state.
Listen, what I would say is, the best thing a consumer can do is to support their local retailers that put as much time and effort into quality and doing things the right way as we do, right? I think there's a lot of beer out there that gets misrepresented by all kinds of different things that are factors, whether it's, bad draft systems or, you know, improper rotation. I think that, the good retailers out there when you
Yes.
see them, and the
Yep.
people that spend a lot of time and effort to maintain their beer list and serve beer the right
Yep.
way and take care of it. I mean, these guys are a really good example that we're where we're sitting right now. I mean, some of the draft beers that we've had just on other brands today were phenomenal.
Yeah.
And the support that they showed to bring in things that, we were just trying to share with our customer here, our
Yep.
distributor, and they were more than willing to support because of the relationship with craft beer. That shows a lot. So I would say support those guys first. That's what he's
Awesome.
Absolutely.
When you guys release and announce when after this comes out, when this comes out, will there be a way for people can find where Tennessee will have your beer?
Yes. So whenever we launch a new market like this, so VIP is the reporting system that all of us use in this industry, right? So that takes about 4 to 6 weeks to update, but by the beginning of April, middle of April, you can go to our website at any point on greatlakesbrewing.com, and then there we have a beer finder.
Okay.
And you can literally type in Tennessee and it'll show you anybody in your area who has purchased the beer and stuff too. So that just, at launch that won't be ready yet, but it takes a couple weeks to populate, but once it does, you can know exactly anywhere you can go to get it.
And to be fair, those systems are always like
They're a couple days behind.
Yeah, they're always a little behind. So, don't be shocked if it says to go find it and it might not be there
Sure.
if it was limited.
Just
or,
ask them to buy it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. Keep looking.
Well, and then hopefully their social media accounts and the people they're getting are putting that out there. Hey guys,
Absolutely.
come get Great Lakes. We have it. We're one of the
Yeah.
ones that have
Sure.
it. Come get it.
Look, and truthfully, guys, between marketing or anybody, people reach out to us all the time. We'd love to hear from our fans stuff too. And hey, whatever. I live in Knoxville and I'm looking for it. I'm like, all right, well, we literally have somebody who will respond to you. All right, here, it's at this restaurant. It's at this, that's just part of the relationship that any craft brewery wants to have with fans out there. If you're looking for it, we're going to help you find it.
The fact that you guys even knew, when we had Michael on the second time, I think it was, and I go, no, I think it was when we visited him. When we were there, maybe we visited, and he goes, have you heard about the petition? He goes, oh yeah, we heard about it.
Yeah, we've heard.
But the great thing is you guys are listening, and whether it's just us or anybody else that's reaching out to you guys, you're listening. We hear you guys out there. So whether it's we're find the beer, can we get the beer, that kind of thing. Which is really nice to know that you guys we're being heard, right?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we get
No, I
we
mean,
get
I
a
can
lot
tell you
of
stories.
feedback.
I've been here for 18 years, and I can tell you a lot of stories. And I'm not gonna. It's not like bragging or anything. It is, the cold hard fact of a small business is that you have to stay engaged with your customer. Our marketing team gets an email when somebody's asking a question, they want the answer. I want to get that person the answer, right? I don't want them to have a bad taste in their mouth for us, because that's what makes us a little different than I think some of these, bigger guys that, are really more interested in the financial gain and, going to 50 states and being everywhere. That's not our game. Our game, it's a small game, right? And
Sure.
we want you guys to be happy. Right?
Yeah.
We want you to get what you want to drink. That's front and center. Get to your house on occasion. We've done it.
Yeah, the customer has a bad experience and says, well, I'm never drinking that beer again. Well, we all get, if we're lucky, 70, 80 years on, they're never buying that again. I'm interested in them in perpetuity. So if someone has a bad experience and they're willing to tell us why,
Right.
we want to fix that and stuff too, because it's not just about that 6-pack or that draft.
Yeah.
It's about their next 30 or 40 years of trying that. So and if you're not aware of that, then you're just really not in touch with who's interested in the brand.
If you guys have a retailer, you mentioned it, a draft line could be a problem, right? Somebody has a bad draft and don't
Sure.
clean them, that kind of thing. If you hear that from a retailer or from somebody, and I don't even know how you would investigate that. Is it something you guys kind of try to step in and hey, what if you had multiple reports or something? I don't know.
It's usually more like, buying something that was a bad experience in packaged beer.
Okay.
Right. Draft is kind of a one-hit deal. That's hard to track.
Right.
And hard to gauge. And we usually don't get a lot of complaints about that, I don't think.
It's usually packaged.
But yeah, I mean, we do all kinds of different things, like offer to get them their money back, or talk to the retailer about the experience, or call the distributor, say, that beer is past its prime, go and pick it up.
Right.
We've got a pretty long standing quality control policy that says don't keep old beer in the market. Our distributor partners know that. A lot of our accounts know that. Certainly all of our reps know that. So yeah, we just try and make it right on the back ends, however that process works.
And your good ones will always know, like, we don't keep things past expiration. And if someone has something past expiration, just if it just sits there, like, hey, how does that process? Do they send it back? Like, how does that
So
work?
every state is different, and truthfully, I don't know Tennessee's law. I know, like, for example, like in Ohio, it has to be a case, right? So if it's a full case, we can put it behind, the distributor takes it back. In other market, like a lot of times, honestly, if Josh or I or anybody else on the sales team and we find something on the shelf, we just buy it off.
Okay.
We just buy it off, and then it's a common running joke with like all of us, like our kids are used to opening up cans and pouring it down the drain and stuff too. And then my recycling bin, like people are like, God, this guy must drink a ton. And half the time it's really like, all right, no, I just found a bunch of out of date of this. And, and a lot of times it's just bad rotation, or maybe a certain account
That's the
didn't
cost of
found
doing
something.
business,
Yes,
right?
it is.
You can't make that stop.
So,
I mean,
no.
it is what it is. There's
Right.
certain products that they have a shelf. I mean, we put an expiration date on there that's pretty self-explanatory.
Sure.
It's drink by. That's challenging sometimes. It might not be the best business practice here and there, but we
Right.
do what we can. We're not claiming to be perfect, and we're
No.
not saying that we're
No.
going to pay for every one that's expired. You just try and find the better partner and the one who's paying attention to the inventory. Well, to the inventory
100%.
on the back end at the distributor and at the store, right?
But the thing about like we have very aggressive codes, maybe compared to some others and stuff too. But we also have some beers that are a little bit malty, something. But we have people in our lab and think we have an amazing QC director who and they study these things and like, all right, hey man, after this many days, we start to lose X amount of flavor, or this doesn't taste right after this time frame. So these are all the studies and the things that people don't realize, the science that goes into beer. At the same time, some people just don't care. My father loves our Mexican lager with lime, and he lives in Southern California, so I have to send him 2 12-packs a year. And then I was just there in February, and he showed me that he kept one to have its best experience.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, you got to trust your retailers for that too.
Totally right.
Yeah.
And if it's barrel aged, it goes forever, people. And stuff too.
Oh yeah.
Right.
If I'm one of you guys and I'm going around and I'm buying up the old stuff, or like those family members get a lot of expired beer for Christmas.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yes. It's yeah.
Wow.
It's either that or college age kids. They don't care.
Well, that's exactly
Right.
That's it.
College age,
Drop it off
legal
at the
drinking
store,
age.
yeah.
I'm saying, but college age legal drink. Yeah.
21 and
I don't know.
over.
They don't care.
And that barrel age, man. Michael gave us some beer. We're up there. I had that on an episode. I had that blackout stout. Oh,
Tremendous.
beauty. Yeah.
Both of the beers that we got, and there were different ones, and I forgot one. Hope Barrel Age both made our top 10 lists of beers of the year.
Oh yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Great Lakes was the #1 brewery we a new brewery that we went to in 2025.
Yeah,
by the way,
we-
on
Nice.
both of our
I mean,
lists.
I went to had hit like 25 new breweries.
Oh,
In 2025, you had how many?
About 37, 38.
Yeah, unanimous, man.
It wasn't
Great
even
Lakes,
close.
#1.
that's impressive.
Love
it.
Like, well, one, thank you for that. But
Yeah.
you guys go to more breweries than I play golf courses. That's impressive. Yeah.
We live for it. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like if we could get paid to do it. We have these silly day jobs that we have to do, but this is our passion. This is our love.
Understood.
Talking to guys like you, drinking the beer, exploring places. Going to Cleveland. We went to other places too. I mean, that was the priority #1. If we didn't go anywhere else, that
Oh,
was
sure.
fine. We went to
No.
like Masthead and a couple other places too. And I was like, hey, while we're
There's
here,
a very vibrant community, and,
Yeah.
and it's all like, Great Lakes is the Bill Walsh tree of football in
Yeah.
Cleveland, right? Like everything.
yeah,
I've literally, you can go to any almost like, well, yeah, that guy used to work at Great Lakes. That guy used to work at like, we're the tree that everyone came off of, and I think people respect that. But that's why, there's like 8 breweries within walking distance of
Yeah.
our brewery now and stuff too. I don't think people often think of Cleveland like that, but when Pat and Dan originally decided to create the brewery, and put this back was because they felt there was a void that was in Cleveland,
Yep.
based off of that it used to be this very vibrant and very much of a known for a city that created beer, and they wanted to bring that back. And then they kind of pre-prohibition,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
And so then Great Lakes being the first craft brewery and stuff too, like all from us, then all the other ones came, and it's Ohio is, I think, one of the we're 5 or 6 in total craft brewery. I mean, it's a very vibrant community of a lot of people making some really good beer, and some not. That is what everyone gets to
That's
do.
right.
Yeah,
You're always going to have some of those.
we had Hop and Frog on the podcast, and we stopped there on the way up, and
Cool
before we
place.
went to you guys, and they were saying so many glowing things about you as well. Like Great Lakes
Great.
paved the way for us, so yeah, the legacy and the history is there.
What, did someone drive you from Hop and Frog? Because those are some big beers. They make
Oh,
some good
man.
stuff.
You know
But
what's
those
funny?
are big beers.
Do you know what's funny?
It was a
We
short
stopped there
visit.
on the way up, and we were on our way to Cleveland. We were only there for like an hour and a half. We were followed by a rainstorm. And so we went in there, and it was like, yeah, we're getting a flight, and it's not going to be, not going to be a whole lot of heavy stuff.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, we
you
still had
know,
like an hour and change to go.
Oh, yeah.
but had their beer around here too, and stuff like that. So
They're
Oh, yeah.
GABF darling.
yeah.
They do really good. Yeah.
Yep.
But meeting those guys was because of you, because we did it on the way. Like,
Yeah.
we probably wouldn't have gone there without going in that direction, right? So it was like, that's another spinoff. Right? You're talking about it. It's just and other people we got to meet, another beer we got to try, another, because of you guys. I mean, ultimately,
Love it.
we released an episode today, Stokehouse Brewing, Brewing and Barbecue here in Nashville, Tennessee. Chad Mueller, and he's from Ohio. And in that episode, we didn't bring it up purposely. It came up. Great Lakes came up because I'm an Ohio guy, because I listened to it today. I listen to my own stuff, but it came up, and that Great Lakes thing come up. And he goes, "Yeah, they hold a special place in my heart, being from Cincinnati, Great Lakes." And he goes, "I would love to see Great Lakes." And he owns a brewery here in town, so he wants to see you guys here too. So I don't
Well,
know.
hopefully he has a guest tap.
Yeah.
I know.
Hopefully
I've got his
so.
contact info.
We'll be out there tomorrow.
Yes.
Well, we've kept you guys for a while. I don't know. Do you have anything else?
Ultimately, Great Lakes beer is in Tennessee, people.
Yes, it is. You know what?
Guys.
We no longer have to say drink
Oh,
Great Lakes
Thanks for the support.
fantastic.
because Great Lakes is now
It is
in
now.
Tennessee.
We appreciate you so much. Thank you for including us. If we can be your ambassadors in Tennessee, or if you need us to run out and call on someone real quick, if you can't make it,
Appreciate it.
we'll go do it.
I will keep it in mind.
got
Be
it.
careful
We
in your
got
wish, but
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we can play the bad guy if we need to. It's okay.
that's right. That's my job.
Gentlemen, thank you from the Brewery
Thank you.
Underground podcast. Cheers.
So
Gentlemen,
much.
thank you
Forever.
very much.
Have a good one.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
They're here, people. They're here.